All right. How you feeling? How you feeling? All right. Listen, I hope you're good. I hope y'all feeling good. Got some new subscribers. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. If you're new, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, and share. And I'm gonna jump right into this. So, when I ask people that I know if American descendants of slaves should get reparations, usually what I hear in response to that question is it ain't gonna happen. That's usually what I hear. I hear a whole bunch of it ain't gonna happen, it'll never happen, it's a waste of time, and this country ain't gonna do that, blah blah blah. Right? That's usually the response. And that's not what I asked. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, the question I'm asking you is, do you think it's warranted? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think that it's just for us to get reparations, right? And, usually when I repeat it, it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, cool. That's, So, now with that being said, I came across the post today, right? I came across the post, and it was a video clip of a state rep. I think her name was Pramila Jayapal or something like that. Pramila Jayapal, and she was talking about the Trump family separation policy, right? If that's what you call it or whatever, right? Remember when there was, it was people coming across the border, and they would take the kids somewhere else and had the parents somewhere else, and then they was losing the kids and all this crazy shit, having the kids. You've seen recently on the news where parents are being reunited with their kids, and the kids is crying, and shit is just crazy, right? So she talked about all that. She talked about what was going on with all that, and she talked about what type of trauma and shit that would be, lasting trauma for thousands of these kids, right? And then she said, we must make reparations. And so, when I read that, I was like, whoa. I said, okay. I'm like, who is this, right? I'm like, oh, let me get her name, you know what I'm saying? Because she gets it, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, let me get her name. So I get her name, I go look her up, right? Do some background on her real quick. I'm like, okay, she an immigrant herself. You know what I mean? She came here in 82. And she was 16. She's from India. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, cool. And I see that there was a advocacy group that she worked for that was listed. So I looked into that, and I realized that she founded it, right? I'm like, okay, this is what's up. I'm ready to call her up first thing in the morning, right? And so I see that she's founded the advocacy group in 2001. Right? It was called the Hate Free Zone, and the group changed its name in 2008 to One America. So I'm like, bet, I'll go look up One America. I'll go to their website, hit the About tab, right? I look at the About, and it has our mission. So I read it, and it says, One America advances the fundamental principles of democracy and justice at the local, state, and national levels by building power within immigrant communities in collaboration with key allies. Building power within immigrant communities. Okay. So I'm like, wow, okay. I guess, that's probably not for me. You know what I'm saying? It's not for me. So then they further down, look, they had our theory of change. I was like, okay, read that. So I looked at the first paragraph. It said, our theory of change begins with community organizing and leadership development in immigrant and refugee communities of color to create civic and political space for our grassroots leaders to shape and reform critical policies, practices, institutions, and movements that impact their lives. And I was just like, damn, this is a lot of shit about them. So, I looked at that, I'm like, damn, this is deep. Basically, you have a state rep that's an immigrant herself, right? That's a founder of an advocacy group for immigrants on a talk show hosted by someone that was a child of immigrants, right? advocating for reparations for legal and illegal immigrants. I was like, oh shit. You know what I mean? That was a wild moment. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn. So, you know, we don't have to be without ethnic or political individuality in order for everybody else to be okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, listen, this is, everybody does this. You know what I'm saying? And it's, you know, it's a lot of different groups that's been pointed out, you know, over the past year or two. We've been looking at all, there's a lot of different groups. Everybody has a group, an advocacy group. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of advocacy groups for plenty of different ethnic groups. So that's number one. And the second thing is that it just reaffirms, you know, why it just reaffirms that the DOS movement is vital. You know what I'm saying? The American Descendants of Slaves movement is vital, and it's absolutely necessary. And, you know, and it's also absolutely okay. You know what I mean? So that's it. I gotta get ready to get out of here. Please subscribe, like, share, and hit the bell. All right? Be careful out there. Peace.